91-76, the largest lead held by the Celtics in this game.
You know, Chris, the interesting thing to me as we see Hawkins get the tip and drive down is the Celtics are very fresh. We're going into the fourth period. They're very fresh. They're playing tenacious defense. The Lakers are standing around more and seem to be a little more tired than the Celtics.
Sam Jones, 35 years old, playing like a 25-year-older.
And he's got the hot hand, and that's trouble for the Lakers. The Lakers only hit 28% in that third quarter, and I think it's due to the alert defense of the Boston Celtics.
Jones with 24 points as Russell tried to save at the end line. Los Angeles, Johnny Egan calling for the three play.
You know, Chris, we've seen the depth of the Celtics. The Lakers came out trying to shut out M. Bryant, Don Nelson, John Havlicek, Sam Jones picked up the slack. When you shut out Jerry West and Elgin Baylor, very seldom do you see the other three pick up the scoring slack.
Tom Hawkins, a wild hook shot. And let's see if Sam Jones, it is. Jones now with 5 personals. Sam Jones with 5. So Larry Siegfried will replace Jones as we look at Wilt Chamberlain with 5 fouls.
And of course, Sam's 5th foul, not near as critical as Wilt Chamberlain's 5th foul.
M. Bryant for the Celtics.
Go play! Go!
Johnny Egan fouled Bryant from behind. That's 3 on Egan. Just joined us. Boston led at the end of the first quarter, 28-25. At halftime, 59-56. The end of the third quarter, 91-76. Now it's 94-78. 18 points for Bryant.
The Celtics now with that big lead. Oftentimes the intent is to slow it up, try and sit on the lead, work the 24-second clock with a good shot. And they didn't get that lead by holding it up. Elgin Baylor driving across the middle.
94-80. And Russell shoved it through. 6 points for Bill.
You know, there's that desire. Bill Russell, age 35, playing in his 101st game this year, Chris.
And now Bill Russell has 5 personals. Sam Jones with 5. Bill Russell with 5. For the Lakers, Wilt Chamberlain with 5. Mel Counts with 4. West of the line looking for his 28th point. From the foul line, the Lakers have hit on 18 of 34.
You know, Chris, in a situation like this, Wilt Chamberlain is more potent offensively and more, I think, better able to get the 6th personal foul on Bill Russell than Bill is able to get the 6th foul on Wilt Chamberlain.
Bailey Howell into the Boston lineup, 98-81. Wilt Chamberlain driving on Russell, and you may see a lot of that now.
And that's what I said. The Lakers now will be going to Wilt Chamberlain, and will be trying to foul Bill out.
But as long as Bill's outside men and corner men have that hot hand. Bryant, 18 points. And into the Los Angeles lineup now, replacing Johnny Egan, Keith Erickson. So the Los Angeles lineup has Tom Hawkins, Jerry West, Erickson, Elgin Baylor, and Wilt Chamberlain. For Boston, Havlicek will pass the ball in. Bill Russell, Siegfried, Bryant, and Bailey Howell. 9:47 left in the game. Chamberlain with the rebound.
Chamberlain not even guarding Russell, and I expect we'll see the same at the other end. Bill Russell sagging completely off Wilt Chamberlain.
Easy, baby, easy. Come on, here.
Los Angeles trailing by the largest margin, 17. Chamberlain gets the rebound. 20 rebounds for Wilt. Baylor.
You know, the Lakers are slowing it up here, and they have to make up 17 points, and they've got to get that ball down and get quick points. But they're slowing the ball up, playing in the fourth period here as they were in the first period.
There you see the list of players. Jones, Russell, and Chamberlain with 5 personal fouls, and a lot of time left. 8:52 remaining in this championship final. It's Hawkins guarding Bryant. Elgin Baylor for Los Angeles. Jerry West. And Larry Siegfried fouls him in the act of shooting. It's a second on Larry. Los Angeles, the Western Division champions with 55 victories during the season. Boston finishing fourth with 48 in the East. West with 30 points.
15 points is an awful lot of points to overcome with 8:28 left in the ball game. But the Celtics are slowing the ball up now, trying to eat up the clock, and that may give Los Angeles an opportunity to get some quick baskets. There you see M. Bryant slowing it up, and their game is to run.
Bryant guarded by Keith Erickson. Knocked out by Keith.
Celtics ball on the bounce.
Siegfried waiting over here in the middle as Havlicek gives to him. Blocked, and Chamberlain has the rebound. A little more than 8 minutes remaining in the game. Erickson, they're looking for Jerry West. Howell switches off on West. Now within 12 points. 33 points for West, and the Celtics sense trouble. With 7 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Here in the Forum in Inglewood, California. The score, Boston 100, Los Angeles 88.
The City All-Stars here at the 5-minute warm.
At the Forum, a surprise Sam Jones with 5 personal fouls and 7:53 to go is back in the lineup, Jack.
That's a strange move on the part of Bill Russell, Chris. It's a little early for Sam with 5, but perhaps he doesn't want to let the Lakers get life, and Sam in that backcourt will keep the Laker defense honest defensively.
Now Elgin Baylor, number 22, has 4 personals.
You know, I imagine Bill Russell, in calling that timeout, discussed West quite a bit. West is the one the Lakers will go to try and bring them back, and we can expect the Celtics to try and double-team West, trying to keep him from getting the hot hand here.
Nelson, the man who scored 12 points in the third quarter for Boston. And now Jerry West.
Being guarded by Sam Jones with 5, Chris.
Hawkins with the rebound to Elgin Baylor. Back to Tom, who goes around Russell. Russell bats it away. Chamberlain, and is hooked by Havlicek. Havlicek now has 5 personals.
Fouls have become very important in this game, but you saw Bill Russell on that play just jump away from Wilt Chamberlain, and John Havlicek doing the smart thing, grabbing Wilt to prevent him from dunking the ball.
3 Boston Stars with 5 fouls each.
You know, Wilt shooting 45% from the line. That was a good percentage play by John Havlicek.
100-89, 7:25 left in this championship game. Don Nelson, guarded by Baylor. Rebound comes off to Bill Russell. Havlicek, fouled by Tom Hawkins. And that's 4 on Hawkins.
And you saw what the Celtics were going to do. Bill Russell got the ball, got it out to Havlicek, and Havlicek was going to dribble out before he was fouled by Hawkins to try and start eating up the clock. With 7:15 left, they can then become aware of the 24-second clock.
Over the century mark now for Boston, 101-89. There have been 27 personals against Boston, 25 against Los Angeles. Here's West. And Jones fouls out of the ball game. Sam Jones, because of a Jerry West fake. A beautiful move by Jerry West. And now Sam Jones is out for good, leaving the game 24 points and his last professional game, and it's a standing ovation for Sam Jones. remaining in the ballgame as we have a timeout here at Inglewood, California. The score, Boston 101, Los Angeles 89. Seven minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Sam Jones with the towel has fouled out of the game.
There you see Sam trying to sag in and help Wilt. Wilt gets it out to West. West fakes and drawing Sam into West for the foul right there. Sam Jones' last foul as a professional, fouling out of his last ball game. There you see him on the bench.
Jones tonight was 10 of 16 from the field as Jerry West now has 34 points for the Lakers, 101 to 90. The Lakers within 11. They once trailed by 17. Time now, a big factor is Bryant. Comes off to Jerry West. Now the Laker fans. West is guarded by Siegfried. Gives over to Keith Erickson, to Elgin Baylor. And now it's 101 to 92.
And Chris, the responsibility falls on Bryant in that backcourt to keep his ball club running and keep them shooting as he worked to John Havlicek there.
Havlicek with 24 points. 6:25 to go in the game, 103 to 92. Jerry West, another one. 103 to 94. 36 points for the West Virginian.
Everybody in this arena knows where that ball's going when the Lakers get it, to Jerry West.
You just joined us, Sam Jones. Foul out of the ball game. Here's Havlicek. Rebound coming off, and Chamberlain gets it. 5:55 to go, and Chamberlain hurt his leg on the play. Baylor. Russell with the rebound. 103 to 94.
Chamberlain can't move, Chris. He's down there holding that knee. He really twisted that knee on that last rebound.
But he did get the rebound and quickly calls for a timeout.
20 seconds, officials timeout.
Frank O'Neill, the Los Angeles Laker trainer, checking it.
What he's doing there, Chris, is putting that Freon on the knee. It freezes the spot that was twisted, not allowing it to swell. But Wilt Chamberlain really twisted that knee on that rebound, and this also could be a big factor in the closing minutes of this game. With him not mobile, he has 5 fouls, and he may not be able to move around quite as well. There you see Bill Russell at the other end of the floor, taking advantage of the timeout to rest up a little bit for the closing moments. Russell also with 5 fouls.
Chamberlain with 18 points, 22 rebounds, still hobbling, moving in toward Russell as the play is started by Jerry West. West guarded by Siegfried. 103 to 94, 5:24 left in the game.
There you see M. Bryant coming over, everybody knowing that West is going to get that ball.
And West is fouled. Siegfried's 3rd foul of the game. And now Mel Counts comes off the Laker bench. Tom Hawkins comes out.
Mel Counts into the ballgame replacing Wilt Chamberlain.
And now Wilt Chamberlain comes over to the bench. Mel Counts is going to come in for Wilt Chamberlain. So the Laker lineup, as Wilt Chamberlain rests that right knee.
You know, Chris, with Egan coming into the game at the other guard, they're trying to take a little bit of the pressure off West. Egan, through this series, has been able to hit from the outside when the Celtics have double-teamed Jerry West.
Jerry has hit on 11 of 15 from the field. From the foul line, rather. Now it's 103 to 96. Only 7 points separating these two powers. 5:16 to go. They have erased a 17-point deficit. The Lakers on defense now. Bill Russell is guarded by Mel Counts. Back outside to Siegfried. Now M. Bryant. Short. Rebound. And Jerry West. 5 points now. And the Lakers come back. 40 points for Jerry West. 103 to 98. 4:50 to go in the game. Bill Russell guarded by Counts. Chamberlain is on the bench. Russell trying to break up the...
10 seconds on the 24
get the ball, had it knocked away.
You know, Chris, Russell is dying to work on counts, but he really can't afford to because he also has 5 fouls.
Erickson comes up with a rebound. 4:34 to go. Here's Elgin Baylor. And you can see the momentum changing here as the Lakers have renewed spirit with 4:28 to go. They are within 5 points of the Celtics. Erickson fouling on the last play. That's number 4. Nelson at the line. What a series this has been, Jack.
Sure has. In a normal situation, Chris, you could see the Celtics going to Bill Russell, trying to work on Mel Counts, who has not played much pivot. But with Russell having 5 fouls on him, they can't afford to be too aggressive on offense.
Beginning to see the pressure now. Both teams with 4:23 to go. 103 to 98. Jerry West on Larry Siegfried. Double teamed by Nelson. Now Elgin Baylor, and West is fouled. Great man to have at the foul line. Coming into this game, in 6 games, Jerry had scored 223 points. Nelson's 3rd foul with 4:17 to go. And now the Lakers within 4 points. A total of 41 for this superstar.
Superstar he is, and the Celtics are doing everything they can. They're double teaming and triple teaming Jerry West, and he's still getting the baskets for the Lakers.
103 to 100. 4:11 to go. Siegfried now to Havlicek. Havlicek. Counts comes down with the ball. The Laker fans are hysterical. And the Lakers have come back 4 times. No basket traveling. Mel Counts walked with the ball, and it's still 103 to 100. 3:56 to go.
You know, Chris, with Counts in the pivot, the Lakers are running a little bit more. They're getting the ball down a little bit faster and beating the Celtics down on defense. So they're a more mobile ball club with Counts in the pivot.
Counts blocking the shot, giving to Elgin Baylor. Baylor to Johnny Egan. Rebound battle for, and it's Boston's ball. 3:35 to go. The Lakers trail by 3. The last 5 times they've had a chance to be world champions, the Celtics have defeated them. And they've been in the final series against Boston 6 of the last 8 years. 3.5 to go. Larry Siegfried around a Russell screen. Counts picks him up. We have a switch. It's West on Russell. And it is a foul on Siegfried, pushing off. It's his 4th personal, and Los Angeles gets the ball. An offensive foul. 3:21 left in the game.
You notice Counts at the defensive center is picking up on that pick, unlike Wilt Chamberlain in the first half. So Counts a little bit more aggressive on the pick.
With only 3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining here in Inglewood, California, the score, Boston 103, Los Angeles 100. What a few field goals won't do to change the mood of a crowd as Gaylord Carter of the organ and the standing crowd. 3:21 remaining in the game, the final game, the championship game. The Celtics having a lead of 17 cut down to 3. And it's typical of what the Lakers have done in this series, especially in the 4th period. Now it's Egan and Elgin Baylor on this side. Keith Erickson on the far side. Mel Counts. Now the Lakers within 1 point of the lead with about 3 to go.
And Bill Russell did not come out to guard Mel Counts. Counts is an excellent outside shooter, so Russell is going to have to guard him.
And Counts pressuring Russell. 2:48 to go. 103 to 102. Jerry West, double team, gives out to Egan. Looking for Baylor. Nelson is right on him. Elgin Baylor faking, gets it up. Rebound comes off. Jerry West, but a foul is called. Erickson commits the foul. No basket.
Number 24, Keith Erickson, fifth personal.
Erickson
15 foul by the Lakers.
has 5 personals now. Los Angeles with exactly 2 1/2 minutes on the clock. And John Havlicek can increase the Boston lead to 2 points.
And Chris, once again, the danger of having a big lead, slowing up your running game, has got the Celtics in trouble here in the 4th period.
103 to 102, 2:22 to go.
Look at West just wave everybody away. He wants it by himself.
A steal by Siegfried to Emmett Bryant. Bryant guarded by Johnny Egan. 2:10 left in the game. Boston by 1. Bill Russell. Let's see. Last touch by a Laker. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark in this game.
Tim Bryant over there trying to settle everybody down. He doesn't want anybody to get excited. He wants to work for the good shot and try and work it into Bill to work on Mel counts.
And charging called on Don Nelson. And Jerry West now can go to the foul line. Nelson has 4 fouls. It's an offensive foul, so it'll be inbounded by the Lakers. A press put on by Bryant and Siegfried on West and Egan. 1:53 to go. The Lakers trail by 1. West trying to shake free. Erickson tried to feed Baylor. It's stolen by Boston. Havlicek. 1:33 to go. Boston by a single point as Siegfried drives. Now it's Havlicek. Erickson knocked away, but Nelson gets it. Don Nelson. 1:05 to 1:02, 1:15 to go. The Lakers.
Excuse me, Chris. The Celtics double teaming. They would rather have Egan or Erickson take the shot than West. So they're double and triple teaming Jerry West.
And Bill Russell comes off with a rebound. 1:05 to 1:02, 59 seconds to go. Boston trying for its 11th championship in 13 years. A dynasty. And the Lakers trying to end it. Russell guarded by Counts. 3-second violation. The ball goes over to Los Angeles with 46 seconds to go. They trail by 3. Now it was a shoving foul on Siegfried. There you see the time left, 46 seconds. This is it. Over to Egan. 40 seconds to go. Mel Counts drives on Russell. Can't get it up, and Russell takes it away. 34 seconds to go.
Now with 32 seconds, Chris, the Celtics can freeze out the 24-second clock and get it down to about 7 seconds. And with a 3-point lead, they have a great advantage.
The Celtics, at the beginning of the series, trailed 0-2, came back to tie it up. The Lakers then led 3 games to 2. Boston tied it up Saturday at Boston Garden. And now in the 7th game, as Erickson commits his 6th foul and leaves the game, it's Larry Siegfried at the line. Erickson is replaced by Hawkins, number 1 foul shooter in the NBA. Now it's a 4-point lead with 24 seconds left. Siegfried with 6 points, but these are big ones. 7 points. Now it's a 5-point lead with 22 seconds to go. It's stolen by John Havlicek. And he can nearly run out the clock. Over to Bill Russell. Intentional foul by Johnny Egan. 15 seconds to go. Boston by 5. Fourth foul on Johnny Egan. And many of the Los Angeles fans are beginning to leave the forum of bitter disappointment thus far for Jack Kent Cook, the owner, and general manager Fred Schaus, and the majority of the 17,560 fans. 12 seconds to go. Trail by 6 is Egan. Tries the shot. Baylor on the rebound. Is fouled.
Don Nelson.
So Don Nelson has 5. And going to the foul line is Captain Elgin Baylor, who may be playing his last game. 18 points in this final tonight. Now it's 108 to 103 with 7 seconds left on the clock. 108 to 104, a 4-point lead by Boston. 7 seconds. Compressed by Los Angeles. And Bill Russell decides that he'll talk it over with the players. They led by 3 at the end of the first quarter, by 3 at halftime, and then by 15 at the end of the third quarter. And at one time, the Celtics were on top by 17, and we've only had 1 tie in the ball game. That was 60 all. Boston Celtics flying in yesterday after sleeping in Boston Saturday night following that afternoon game, which we televised, while the Lakers, immediately after the game, flew to the West Coast, arriving in the wee hours of the morning, Sunday morning, and now tonight have had their hands full against the defending world champion Boston Celtics. So there is Sam Jones, who fouled out with 6 personals, and his slack was taken up just enough. But their big lead was erased as we look at John Havlicek. Havlicek getting it to Bailey Howell, and now counting off the seconds. 4, 3. It's a steal by Johnny Egan. They let him score it. And time has run out, and the Boston Celtics have done it again. Another jewel in that crown. 108 to 106. A 2-point victory by Boston. And there you see Don Nelson. Here comes Bailey Howell. Now Tom Sanders, who did not get in the lineup. Keith Erickson of Los Angeles. A disappointed Wilt Chamberlain, brought here by Jack Kent Cooke in hopes of bringing the first title in 9 years to Los Angeles. But the Boston Celtics, averaging 32 years of age, the Lakers 30. And of course, you'll have to say that the Celtics, the greatest sports dynasty in the history of professional athletics. Of course, a most valuable player award will be given here tonight for the man most valuable during the entire 7 games, and Jerry West has won it. And we're wondering if that agrees with your selection in watching these games. Certainly a great performer, averaging over 30 points. And tonight he had another big scoring night, coming through with 42. The Boston Celtics had their scoring pretty much spread around, and the fans down on the floor. And in the event of a Laker victory here at the Forum, many, many balloons hang in the rafters, but they will not be released because the Celtics have won it by 2 points since the spring of 1959.
Okay, I'm on here at the floor, and it's kind of wild. I'm here with Red Auerbach, go out, and Sam Jones. Sam's, congratulations. What a great last game.
I tell you, Jack, it was tough, and it just goes to show you, we had to win one on the home court, and this was the one. It was the greatest.
I think you were so...
What are they going to do with all those balloons up there? They'll eat them.
Sam, what a way to go out. What did you say at halftime to get everybody? I made the remark that late in the ball game, you appeared to be more fresher than the Lakers.
Well, Jack, I wanted to play. I knew it was my last game, and I don't have to save up for next year or anything. And I tell you, this ball club is great. A lot of pride, and I just want to thank the fans back home in Boston, Jack. They've been wonderful.
They've stayed with you. What about putting you into the ball game, Sam, with 8 minutes to go in the ball game with 5 fouls? What did Russ have in mind when he put you in with that much time left?
He put me in to shoot, Jack, because we wasn't getting that ball to the hoop, and I knew I had to be cautious because Jerry West is one of the toughest ball players I played against, but I just had to go out and play my game. I fouled out, but I felt good.
Actually, Sam, I think that this is probably your greatest win, right?
It certainly is, Jack, and you know, this is the way to go out, baby.
I want to say that Jerry West was absolutely fantastic. That was one of the greatest exhibitions I ever saw in my life.
I can only speak for Red because I had to play him all through the series, and Jack, I tell you, I had to say a little prayer every time he got the ball.
Sam, I know Bill Russell is right behind there. He wants you in the locker room, so we're going to let you go. Thank you so much. We're going to try and get in the locker room.
Thanks, Jack.
Red, thank you. Now let's go back upstairs to Chris.
Well, we're back halfway, about 50 feet high, away from the playing court. And those few fans who, here in the hometown of the Lakers, were Boston fans, are trying to get near the Celtics, but now I believe all the Celtics are in the locker room, and Coach Bill Russell had indicated that he wanted to close the doors so just the players and the front office people, Red Auerbach, could have a moment of relaxation and sort of savor, sort of soak in their 11th World Championship in 13 years. And they have never lost in a 7th game in a final playoff series. And for Bill Russell, who's been with them the longest, this was his 165th playoff game in a 13-year career. And he has been in 9 series where it went 7 games, never losing. Here are the final statistics in this final championship game. Jerry West, the most valuable player in the playoff series, 42 points. Elgin Baylor, 20. Wilt Chamberlain, 18. Egan with 9, counts 8. Erickson, 6. And Hawkins, 2. While the Celtics, as they have been throughout the 7 games, led by Havlicek, Jones, Bryant, Don Nelson coming through again with 16, Howell 9, Siegfried 7, and Russell 6. As for rebounds, Wilt Chamberlain with 22, Bill Russell with 19. And near the end of the game, you'll recall Wilt Chamberlain injured a right knee, was taken out, and was replaced by Mel Counts, who again had a fine game for the Lakers, but it was not enough. Rivalry renewed as Los Angeles and Boston have been in the final 6 of the last 8 years, and now the Lakers have lost all 6. And it was right here in Los Angeles last year that the Celtics won their 10th crown, and they have done it again. And it's the first time in the history of the NBA, dating back to 1946, 23 years, that a team has finished as low as 4th in a division to come on and win the title. Boston, of course, doing it as they came through against Philadelphia in the quarterfinals, 4 victories to 1, and in the semis against tough New York, 4-2, while the Lakers came in winning the Western Division and winning a quarterfinal playoff series against San Francisco, 4-2, and then the semifinals against the Atlanta Hawks, 4 games to 1. Well, there you see Jack Waldron, the executives of the company that own the Celtics. Here is Jack.
Chris, I'm here with Bill Russell. Bill, this must have been a great win for you.
Jack.
I know it's hard to say what's in your mind right now, Bill, and it must have been a great win.
Well, this is such a great bunch of guys, you know, and it's just been so fabulous the way they played for me, and it sounds all corny, you know, to start talking like that, but I told these guys before the game, I don't care what happens, I wouldn't trade you guys for any guys in the world.
That was fairly obvious, but the leadership has to come from you, Bill, and to bring a team from 4th place during the regular season to the world's title, the 11th title in 13 years, you've got the respect of everybody in the country.
Well, Jack, it's my guys. It's just my guys. These guys play ball for me, and they're such a great bunch of guys. I just can't say enough about the guys.
Let me get John Havlicek. John, get John over here. John, what a great game. What do you have to say, John?
Well, I'm telling you, every time we come into this series, it seems as though it gets tougher and tougher each year. And one of these days, I'm going to be able to retire and sit back and watch someone else work so hard and enjoy it, because what we go through is such an emotional experience that it's getting to me every year.
Okay, John, Bill, everybody, congratulations. It's a great year, and it's a great season. Now let's go back upstairs to Chris.
So there's definitely happiness in Boston tonight as the final score, the Celtics 108, Los Angeles 106.